You're about to see an epic showdown of two amazing WordPress pros as they build a WordPress website in just 30 minutes. A few weeks ago, I traveled to Torino in northern Italy to run the first ever live WordPress Speed Build challenge at a WordCamp Europe, and it caused quite a stir.
So this might look like a WordPress dashboard to you, but did you also know this is the hottest new esports platform? Yes, indeed. The Speed Build challenge is taking over the world.
That was Matt Mullenweg, the WordPress co-founder, talking about how the WordPress Speed Build challenge is taking over the world, which is crazy, but things got a bit crazier.
Hi Matt, my name is Jessica and I'm a developer at Great, and I was yesterday at the Speed Building Challenge on stage. My question for you is, when will you do a Speed Building Challenge?
Ooh. Jessica, was that a challenge? It felt like a challenge.
Yes,
this is the gauntlet thrown? All right, let's do one. Matthias, you gotta train me. This will be fun. And the cool thing about Speed Building Challenges is that everyone wins because everyone watching it will get to learn from what we do or what we get stuck on. So thank you, Jessica. That was really fun.
So I'm trying to set this up for WordCamp US in September. So if you're going, hopefully we'll have something exciting to show you there. The Speed Build at WordCamp Europe was at 5 o'clock, so I was a bit worried it was going to be completely empty. But as it turns out, the room was completely packed with standing room only, and people were actually crowding in at the doors. So it was a huge success. Anyway, let's roll the tape. Hi, everyone. Everyone okay? Are you ready for this? There's a lot of variables at play. Oh. We're going to do some introductions, but can I start by saying I'm completely in awe of these two people that are coming up here and doing this under the most extreme pressure. So can we give them a quick round of applause for some encouragement? Rules of the game. I'm going to show you all the website in about 2 minutes' time. These guys have never seen the website. Oh, sorry to interrupt, but if you enjoyed this type of video, if you can hit the like button now, it would be amazing because it really does help spread the video around YouTube. Right, let's get back to it. They're going to have 5 minutes prep, and then we start the clock. And then they've got 30 minutes to try and replicate the website in that time. Anyone else want to have a go? I will put a link out. I will tweet this link out later with all the assets uploaded if anyone wants to have a go at this site afterwards as well and share that online because that's kind of cool. During the 30 minutes, I'm going to irritate them and ask them lots of stupid questions. If any of you have questions you want to ask Rich about core, that's a great time to do it while he's trying to build a site. We've had that before. So just fire questions away. At about 15 minutes in, I'm not going to pause the clock. The clock will keep going. But I'm going to interrupt them and ask them to show you what they've done. So that's going to irritate them even more. And then at 30 minutes, the clock will stop. And then we're going to show you what they've done. And then we'll get some feedback from you guys on who you think's done the best job. We might do that. No, we will. We'll get you to see who you think might be the winner. Sorry, I haven't told you about that. And then we're going to have a wash up for about 10 minutes where they're going to take you behind the curtain and explain why they did the things they've done. Hopefully there'll be some learning for you. Some of the things they probably did that they wouldn't have done if they had more time. And then we'll finish. So the full thing's about 45 minutes. It's short, sharp, fairly chaotic. Does that sound okay, everyone? Okay. We do have some slight technical limitations, so I only have one screen. I really wanted to be on the big stage and have both screens so you could see them the whole time. So next time, maybe we'll do that. So I'm going to flick back and forth between their screens and explain to you who's doing what. So you won't necessarily see everything that they're all doing, but I'll try my best. There's a lot going on, though. And if you guys are doing anything particularly interesting, shout at me, and I'll highlight you up on the screen as well, okay?
All right.
Okay. Right, before we start, quick introductions. Rich, do you want to tell us who you are and why you're here and what you do?
Sure. Hey, everyone. I'm Rich Tabor. I'm a... Thank you. I'm a product manager at Automatic and core contributor to WordPress. I love design, engineering, and product, and it's a perfect fit for WordPress, where I'm helping to drive Gutenberg forward and make it much more human-friendly and much more intuitive. So that's what I do basically every day.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Yeah, hi everyone, I'm Jessica. I'm a front-end and WordPress developer at Grade, and I was also the default theme co-lead for 2024. And yeah, I'm very excited to be here.
Yeah, cool. I'm Jamie. I run a YouTube channel. I do some product stuff as well, but mostly YouTube these days. We've done a whole bunch of these speed builds on the YouTube channel, so check those out, but we're going to start. Right, do you want to see the site? Here we go.
Yeah.
So it is, here we go. Is it? No, it's not. No.
I saw that earlier and I was like, oh, really,
no, it's not
Jamie?
That. It's not that. So I thought it would be fun to take a site from the showcase. And I'm trying to find a combination of a nice-looking site, which has some technical challenges as well, and it's also we can accomplish some in the time. So I should say as well, I've loaded the assets up for them already on a sort of InstaWP site, so they don't have to upload images. Actually, we haven't talked about stacks. Can we quickly talk about what stack you're using, Rich?
Just basically the beta for WordPress 6.6,
okay.
And a theme called Assembler, which is a very simple, non-opinionated theme.
Cool. Jessica?
Yeah, I will be also using Gutenberg plugin, the latest version, and I will decide on my theme when I see the actual site that we are going to build.
Okay, okay, right, let's see. So it is actually going to be the Noguchi Museum. Anyone know this site? Let's have a look at it. So here we go. Cool.
What's the URL?
So Noguchi, the URL is noguchi.org. And it has some interesting features, some challenges. So I don't want you to do the entire site. Obviously, that's not possible in half an hour. But I'd like this header up here. So it's got a center header. We've got this sticky left column. I'm not looking for you to do this carousel in the left-hand column. So I've uploaded this image here, I think, not that one, but just one image in the left-hand column that sticks, and then we get to a certain point. It starts to scroll. Okay. And then down here, this is pretty straightforward. Half an hour should be fine.
You will do it afterwards or two, right?
I think this is all fairly simple.
Yeah, if you don't do it, it's very easy to say that.
So that's it. I think it's a really clean, elegant site. It's got some interesting features, so it should be possible. I think. How are you feeling, guys? What do you think?
Yeah, I think the sticky part will be fun. I think we can figure it out.
Or not.
I think we got it.
It depends.
What's your approach going to be for this bit here, this sticky bit?
I think I'm going to use columns and then put the content on the left-hand side of a group block and then assign sticky to that.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Okay. Right, should we start?
Are we ready to go?
It's always nerve-wracking. Hold on. Should we count them down? Let's start with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start the clock. Here we go.
All right.
Good luck, guys. So you can see a few things here. There's a clock, 29 counting down, which I can't technically stop. And I'm going to flick back and forth between each screen. I've got Jessica. I can spotlight. If you see anything interesting that you want me to focus on, just shout at me and I can highlight it up here as well. But let's spotlight Jessica. Here we go. So, Jessica, what's the plan at the moment?
They just installed the great theme, so I think I will go with this one.
Sorry, this is Rich, I think.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was me. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
No worries.
So the plan here is to use a row block. And because we're doing this in a short amount of time, I'm just going to move some of these around into here and probably space them between. Add some padding here and here.
Hold on, I missed that. You've created the header already. What happened?
Well, I mean, I did it quite quick.
How did you do that?
I just used a row block here inside of the header template part.
Okay.
I set it to space between items so that each item is spaced equally.
Yeah.
Put the site title in the middle, and then I will just update these each. You know, these would be links. You could probably do this also with the navigation block, but I know that it'll be a little bit trickier when it comes to some of the responsiveness by having the site title in the middle. So I'm going to do it this way. If I have time at the end, I will circle back and try to adjust it.
So you're building structure first, not going to fonts or anything like that?
Yeah, as best as I can, yes.
I should say as well, Rich appeared last week, so he's got on the YouTube live stream. See, he has a inbuilt advantage because he's practiced. Right, let's flick to Jessica. See what's going on. Right, Jessica, what's going on here?
I am currently recreating the menu. Just started with this one. Yeah, let's do custom links. I don't care.
If anyone has any questions about what's going on, please shout. Let's put them side by side. Oops. Can you see that okay? Is that okay, or is that too small? Is that all right? Yeah? Right, you've had 2.5 minutes.
That doesn't help at all.
Let's focus on Rich for a minute. Let's go in here.
Yeah, I'm going to adjust some of the global styles here. I noticed that most of the headings are not using super bold fonts. So I wanted to just go ahead and set that in typography styles. And then I noticed that, I mean, this theme has a number of palettes and whatnot, but this default one is just grayscale, which I think works great. Pun intended. But I need this gray here to be a little bit darker to be more suitable for the text. It looks like it's being used. That way, when I come here to the block, I can apply that gray to it, and I like the way that looks.
Okay. Can you just scroll down or up? Down or up?
Let's see here.
Is that down or up? What do you think? When you scroll down a page, is that scrolling down or up? That's up? It's down, right? I'm not sure. It's down. Yeah. Is it? Right, let's check out. Oh, is it? Natural scrolling. So neither down nor up. But it's different on a mobile, right? Like if I think we need some consensus on that. Right. 4.5 minutes gone. Let me show you the real site again, just so we can have a reference point. So this is the real site. It's worth checking out. Noguchi Museum. He's an interesting artist. There he is. He built... Sorry? Well, I'm going to make it up a bit. I'm going to say New York, but it may not be. But it's... I did read up about it. I think it's the only museum that the guy's still alive or something. It's quite interesting. He's an interesting guy. He built it. He built some land and then kind of built the museum around his art. So yeah, we've got this clean header, and then as you scroll down, this left-hand column sticks. This left-hand column does have a carousel in it, but I'm not asking Rich or Jessica to build that today, just because we've only got 30 minutes. And then you see as I scroll down, it becomes unstickified. And then we go further on down, and then we've got this section here, which I'm guessing they're going to do as a cover block with a fixed background. It does have a kind of, it has a little bit of parallax action going on, which I'm guessing we're not going to do today. So that's the site. Let's flick back to where they're at. Wow, we've got lots of progress going on here. Right, let's look at Tabor again. Here he is.
All right. I am at the point where I'm about to get this fixed over here. I'm using these new block style variations. I mean, block style variations are not new to WordPress, but the new functionality coming in 6.6 is that you can essentially theme a whole section of blocks. So any nested blocks within this will get styled by this. But right now, it's effectively just a styling the background color, and the foreground color is using just the black. I think this works fine.
So these were pre-existing in the theme, right?
The theme does have placeholder values for each of those three, and I can go in and actually edit each one if I wanted to through global styles. So if I go into blocks and look for group, or you can look for column groups, any of them here, and you can actually style what these section styles would be. And I configure these, and if you use these properly, then this change would happen across the entire site. So it's a much more sustainable global practice than just styling one-off blocks.
Cool.
The theme I'm using currently is called Assembler. It's right now just on GitHub, and it's a simple theme, unopinionated.
All right, let's check out how Jessica's getting on. Right, Jessica, do you want to give us an update of where you're at?
I am currently at... Ooh,
can you scroll down? Scroll down and up, down.
Not much going on here. I've
Okay.
been trying to recreate the column, but
Okay.
here we are. And I am just putting in content.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've started out with the columns now. I will now try to bring the fonts here in order. Probably not the right one. This, I guess, should be a headline.
All right, let's have a clock check. 23 minutes to go. So just to repeat myself, Rich is over on the left. Jessica's over on the right. Anyone got any questions about what they're up to? Far away.
No one wants to disturb us.
I do have music. No, I don't.
The Jeopardy song.
If you want to see some, I'm going to interrupt them. Carry on. But if you want to see previous versions of this, we've done some with Ben Rittner, Justin Tadlock, Jonathan Jernigan. Who else have we had on?
Fabian Kegi.
Fabian.
Kim Coleman.
Fabian and Kim Coleman. That's an episode worth checking out. They were incredibly cool. Right. 21 minutes to go. You're both doing great. Right, Rich, do you want to talk us through what you're up to at the moment?
Yeah, I just finished, I think I finished the top hero section.
You got it sticky?
Yep,
hey, that's cool.
I did.
Look at that.
Thank you. I did a small trick. So normally this would stick to the top of the window, but I wanted it to have a little bit more space. Okay. So instead of, so what I did is just added a spacer. And this theme basically uses very nicely scaled spacing units, and so any theme that does an appropriate scaling, you can use like a 1x or 2x. So this is a 1 and this is a 2 on the top, so it ends up being just very nicely.
Cool. So what's next for you?
I was thinking of doing the upcoming programs section, and I think I'm going to build it with. I could do it statically, but I might use the query loop block and see what happens.
Yeah, I didn't add any posts for you, just so you know.
Yeah. I'll give it a go.
All right, Jessica, we're going to flick to your screen. Let's have a look at you. How's it going?
Well, I guess I'm not as fast as Rich, but I don't care. But I've been going on with the column section and just duplicating. I did the top first, and then now I'm just duplicating and replacing the content.
Okay.
So.
And have you got the sticky column bit working yet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool. Look at that.
It does.
Yeah, nice. Have you ever been applauded while you've been working on WordPress before?
Can I have that every day? No, usually when you work remotely, no one's there. No. You sometimes get feedback, sometimes good, sometimes bad, but applause? Wow. I could get used to that. Yeah, but then it sounds the same all the time if you record it, so it's not that great, to be honest.
Okay, 18 minutes, 50 seconds to go. I think you're both doing amazing. Let's flick back to Rich.
I'm just quickly creating 3 posts.
You're actually writing posts now?
Not writing them, no, but just creating a few so that I can see what I need to do.
So your plan is to use the query loop block in here, right?
Yes, I figured if this was a real site that I was creating, I'd want this to be a feed of sorts, not just something that I have to manually update every time.
Okay.
So I'm going to...
Yeah. Yeah. So here's original. Is there anything in particular you want me to show you, or just the whole thing? Rich is working on, I don't know actually, upcoming programs, Rich? You're doing upcoming programs?
That's right, upcoming programs.
But you're doing them as posts, right?
I'm using it with the query.
Okay. We want to see that because that's quite interesting. Let's have a look at that. Is there anything else you want to see, or is that? Yep. Okay. Yeah, and then it gets really easy down here. Yeah, I want to see how you're going to... See how you're going to do the query loop. Oh, you've done it, Rich. Can you just go more slowly?
Yes. Essentially, the post template block lets you have items as a list or as a grid, so I quickly switched it to grid.
Yeah.
You can set the number of columns. It was default to 3, which I think it works great, and it's also what we see here. I have a heading here and a post title. I had swapped them from the default. It's not quite where I want it at now, size-wise. So I was just going to go in and start fine-tuning a little bit.
Okay, so in terms of that layout, you've got you're using the row block. Is that right?
I like to wrap most of my sections on a page within a group block. That way, in the future, I'll show you. I could come in and actually style each of these individually, like this whole entire section, and you can make them banded. Okay. Without having to reconfigure what I'm doing later. And it's also easier for like a hierarchy here, and also to move things up and down. It's just it's something to keep it organized and more simple.
And then in terms of getting the featured image on the left and the title on the right, that's the row block, is it?
Yes, yeah. I put these within a stack so they display vertically.
Okay.
And then I wrapped the stack and the featured image in a row, which makes them display horizontal.
Is that the right layout? Have you got that right? Go back now.
It's all right. I could probably make this font size a little bigger. And because this is the query loop block, when I change it in one of these posts, it changes all of them. You can see all.
Okay. That's very cool. Right, let's have a time check. Okay. You're doing so well, guys. 16 minutes to go. Let's flick to Jessica's screen. Where are you at, Jessica? Give us an update.
I just started out on the query loop section. Rich is way ahead of me. But
he's not. He's only just done the query loop. So you created some posts as well, or are you just gonna?
Are there posts in there? Is the question?
There's no posts in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe I would just not do a query loop then. I thought there would be.
So you guys, you're both using. Have you used anything non-core at the moment, or is it all purely core apart from the themes. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All core.
Okay. Let's see both screens. So this is Rich over here. This is Jessica over here, over on the right. And you are halfway through. So I would say you're both ahead of time.
If you say so.
Thank you.
Yeah, it feels like that. And neither of you have published it yet, right? Or viewed it? You're just all
in the editor.
All in the editor.
I probably won't switch to the front. I think we have time until the very end, and hopefully it's all.
And are you both working off the, I can't see, the blog home template? Is that right? You haven't created a new front page template?
That's correct.
Okay, so Jessica's working her way through that columns upcoming program section. Rich has moved underneath there. Let's check out the live site so we can see what he's trying to do. So it's this section here. And I guess that's just a columns block, is it, Rich? Is that the plan?
It is just a columns block. I was thinking of putting it in a group block, but I need to. I'm going to add the headings here for each section.
And is there anything you guys are building today that is completely off-piste in terms of how you'd actually build this page for real if you had much more time? What shortcuts are you taking today that you wouldn't do?
I just skipped the navigation.
Okay.
Partly.
I would probably be much more cognizant of the heading values. Right now I'm just kind of piecing them together. At the end, if I have time, I'll adjust them.
Okay. But fundamentally, this is kind of how you do it, right?
Yeah, I don't think I would change too much more.
Okay, 13 minutes to go. Any questions out there about what they're up to? All making sense? Wrapped. I should. Yes. Yeah, so say that again. Yeah, so the question was, are they using global styles or styles specific to the page?
And I'm definitely using global styles where I think it's appropriate, like for the heading sizes. But everything I do here on this page is reflected with global styles. But if I'm doing something specific for, say, like this font, the small text like above some of the headings, those aren't like a text style, so I'm just copying and pasting the same style across. But if I was doing this formally, I would probably make an actual like text style that would be like the small uppercase like gray look, and have it just be a one-click addition for each.
Cool, Jessica.
I'm just working inside, but inside the editor. So on this page specifically, I think this is what I would do. Just like Rich said, I would go and define everything as global styles, so I don't have to manually copy everything, every style, all the time. Just to make it a bit easier, I'm just going ahead, and there will be like cleaning up later.
Yeah. Okay. 11 minutes 33 to go. Let's check back on Rich. See where he's at. Rich, where you at?
I am over here finishing up this support section, kind of deciding what I want to. I'm not going to use this. I'm going to set spacing it.
Okay. So those buttons, can you talk us through how you've done those buttons?
Yes, I did. These buttons are full width, so I just set the 100% value here. Okay. And I'm using the outline button style here so that they look pretty similar. The outline style comes with core default or core WordPress, so it's already there. We can style it if we want to change the color. We can do something else to it, but it doesn't need anything other than the the default black and white.
Cool. All right, let's flip back. Yep. Mobile styles. So the question is, what about the mobile styles?
Yeah,
Matthias.
so it's
yeah, do you want to answer that one, guys?
yeah, I think for the most part, see, like I haven't done anything yet, and
Hold on, let me flick to you so you can. Great question.
it's not terrible. I haven't done anything yet. Up here, I need to adjust some of the block spacing. You can set, like over here on the right, you can see I can set block spacing vertical and horizontal, so it's effectively on mobile and not. So I can adjust some of these. I'll come back to that at the end. Here's the query loop block. It already has some space. I probably, again, want to make it just a little bit more on mobile. But it's not bad. And this is without building super fast and not doing anything.
Yeah. Good question. Thank you. Right. Yep, go on. Yeah, so the question was, how do you make the padding and margin responsive? Yeah. Yeah. Great question.
On this particular theme, I'm using just all these presets. So all these presets, I think 2024 does this too. It includes like calc values for padding and margin, or really any spacing. And that way, it does have some fluidity to it. I would like in future versions of WordPress, if perhaps even if you use a custom integer value for padding, that it would also adapt, just like with font sizes. Like these font sizes, even if I use a custom value here, it will continue to adapt. Spacing would be great to do the same thing. But if your theme is set up with those, then you already have that ability.
Right, time check. We're almost, oh my goodness. Right, 8 minutes 51 to go, team. I'll give you a 5-minute warning. But you're both doing great. They're doing great, right? Rich, you're doing like the cover block, I guess?
Yes, I did exactly like you said. It's a cover block. A small trick is the cover block has a default block inside of it for like if you want to add some text over it. That's sort of the intention of the block. But if you want to negate that, you can just add a spacer, and it's gone. You can use a spacer to set the height of this, but you can also set min height here. I'll do something fluid. I don't know if 60 is the right. Looks all right. And the cover block, like you said, has an option to set a fixed background. It's not exactly parallax like we see here, like where it's moving a little bit slower than you scroll, but it is kind of an effect, the similar effect here.
That's cool.
I think that'll work.
That's working nice. All right, Jessica, we're over to you. Where are you at?
I'm in the lower column section right now, just adding the content here. Nothing special to see.
Okay.
Me typing if you want.
Yeah. All right, 7 minutes 25 to go. Yeah, so are you guys using like shortcuts? Yeah, are you guys using any shortcuts today?
Not really. I'm using my mouse mostly.
Yeah.
Was a Command-Shift-D duplicates blocks. There's add after and before. There's a couple here. Shortcuts listed.
Yeah.
I think I don't know them all on the top of my head, but my fingers know them, so I'm moving.
If you want to go and see shortcuts in action, check out the Speed Build with Coleman and Fabian. They were shortcuts, incredible. Not that you guys aren't incredible. You are incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right, 6 minutes 39 to go. Jessica, you're actually typing the text as it is verbatim.
Yes.
I love your detail. That's amazing.
Okay. I could go ahead and just add in text, but
no.
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 Just have some content in there.
Okay, so Rich, you've done the cover block. You're now on this section underneath. Let me show you what Rich is moving towards, which is this section here. So, what's your approach on that?
I did for this one I wanted to show the media and text block. So you can easily put media on the left and content on the right.
Okay, yeah.
You could have done it a couple different ways, like with the row block, perhaps. But this one, just wanted to show a little bit different way. For down here, there's Looks like might be an image next to the text. So light sculptures by and then image. If we have this image.
Yeah, I don't think you do.
Go grab it. What I'll do is a quick screenshot of this. Now this is something I would do quite a bit differently if I was publishing this site for real.
Yeah.
And I can put them side by side by, if you click on both of these at the same time, you can have a hotkey to move it to a row. Another
cool.
Side by side. I'll put them center. And now when I make the background of this black and the text white, it'll look like
Very
it used
cool.
to.
Very cool. Right, time is 5 minutes exactly to go. So you want to be thinking about how to use that time to achieve the best result you can.
Freak out, maybe? I don't know.
Rich, can you just scroll up and down again so we can just see it? Because I missed that. Just scroll up and down so we can see where you're at. That's pretty cool, right?
It's close. There's a few things I need to tidy up. And then I'll see if I can get to the...
Okay, 4 minutes to go. Let's have a look at Jessica's. That's a very thin column. Okay.
I have no idea if this is going to work, but
What are you trying?
I'm trying to bring the columns in order, but it doesn't work. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. But here we are. Now we're getting closer. Not perfect, but
Yeah.
I would probably do this a bit better if I had the time for it. Because right now this is the aspect ratios are not fitting. Not just of the images, but overall of this entire section. This is not perfect at this point.
Okay.
But let's go ahead.
Right, let's side by side. 3 minutes to go. So, Rich, you're now checking out on mobile, I think. Is that right?
Yeah, I just adjusted how I did this section here. I used this inner blocks content width value here to set the actual width of the contents inside of it.
Okay.
And so if I don't, it's quite a bit bigger, and I didn't want to put padding over the whole thing so that on mobile it's a little bit better. So I just set that to 400, so all the content within each one is 400.
So have you finished? Have you got anything else to do?
Well, no, there's plenty. I'm going to adjust it a little bit here.
Right, 2 minutes 23, team. We're going to stop exactly when the clock stops. I didn't expect you both to get so far, so well done.
I mean, it's not perfect, but we're getting there.
You're getting there, yeah. Woo! Yeah. If any of you want to come on one of these on YouTube, get in touch with me.
No pressure.
No pressure.
It's no pressure at all.
Yeah. We're going to start to do it when in the middle of a build we'll get a hooter goes off, and it's a change of spec from the client. Can you make it pop? You know.
And make the logo bigger.
Right, 1 minute 30 to go. You want to be thinking about finishing up.
No.
So Jessica, you've got the cover block in now, right?
Yep.
Fixed background. That's working. Well done.
It does.
That's cool. Yep. Right, we are entering the final minute. 60 seconds to go. Here we go. So we're going to finish, and then we'll get them to show them the front end of the site, and then they'll dive into the back end. Just talk us through how they got on, what they're proud of, what didn't go so great. But I think they've both done amazing. 40 seconds to go. Is it helping when I call out the time?
Not at all. Because the things I thought I would do isn't working either.
26.
Ah, screw it.
Okay, 15 seconds to go. The final stretch. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop the clock. Woo! Amazing.
Thanks.
And the clock has restarted. Right, well done, guys.
Oh yeah, we got another 30 minutes. Yay, let's fix all the issues.
Hold on. Amazing, they did amazing. Right, let's have a look at the front end of the sites first. So, Rich, do you want to take us to the front of it and show us?
Yes, this is the front here.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It looks the same.
Look at that.
Yeah, so we do have the sticky bit here on the left. We have all these on the right. We have these are actually from the blog post that I published using the query loop block. And we have these two sections here. This here, again, it's not true parallax, but it is a fixed background so that it has a very similar effect without any extra weight. And then down here we have the cool call to action for the shop.
Yeah.
And I started on the footer, but didn't quite get there.
Ah, Rich.
Yeah, this doesn't look bad, though.
Well done, that's amazing. Amazing.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
Right. Jessica, let's have a look at what you've done. Can you take us, publish it, and show us the front end?
I think it should show. It froze. Oh no. Oh, I need to change the tab.
Here we go.
Oh,
okay.
Right. Okay.
Right, talk us through it.
Yeah, I skipped most of the navigation. I tried to get the menu right, but it didn't work out as well. So
yeah,
went on. Yeah, I got the sticky bit as well. I mainly used media and text blocks on the right side. And over here, I did not do a query loop. I just did row blocks and just images and text all together. Tried to get the vibe of the text, like uppercase, lighter color, and so on. I tried to be a bit more mindful about accessibility, and I found that the original is not that accessible because there are two light colors on the white background. So I tried, let's for example, this full calendar down here, the text is very light on the original. So I decided no, I'm not going to do that. I will pick an accessible color because you have this color. Woo! You have this. Thank you. Whenever you have a text and background color that don't match in WordPress, it shows you that this combination is not accessible. And I think it's better if it's accessible overall. And yeah, I moved on, did this column section. I did bring the buttons next to each other, but because the area here is too small and the buttons are a bit too big, they're wrapping in the next line, so that's fine. Got this one part done, and over here I got it kind of done, but I'm using the media and text block, and when I put on the background color, it actually added a padding around the image, which I didn't want, but
brilliant, well done. Great work.
That's it.
So I'm just going to ask you to finish off. If you can just dive into the sort of behind the curtain and show us, we'll start with you, Jessica, and then we'll have a look at Rich. And just for itself, I can't see.
Yep. Yeah, now
yeah,
you
there
should.
We go. Cool. Okay.
Yeah. I just used the existing header template and added this second row block above the regular navigation, just adding some text to it. That's it. And then I switched also around. I'm using two navigation blocks here. You could probably do that differently, but I think that would be the closest if you would also use it in real life. I used only the site title. I thought there was an image actually there, but it wasn't. No. So I just used the site title there. And then it's, the next section is just a columns block. And with a group inside that is sticky, so it creates this sticky effect on the left side, and on the right side, as I said, it's just media and text blocks. And I created the first one, got everything in order, and then when I duplicated it, I could just switch the order of the image and the text and just replace everything in there. And down here, fairly simple, just a group block, a heading. I also tried to think of a heading structure, also in terms of accessibility, to use the correct heading structure in there. So this is what I would do also in real life. And as I said, it's just columns and then a row block, image group with 2 paragraphs, nothing special.
Yep.
Same down here with the buttons. I also used an outline variation to make that happen. No content, and yeah, the
cool.
What not worked out, what did not work out.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Media and text block.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Right, Rich, do you want to finish off, just take us behind the scenes and tell us how you did yours? Here we go.
Sure, yes. I'm in the site editor here. Jessica and I did many things similar, just a few slight differences. Like I mentioned, I did this small trick here by putting a little bit of space within the group. You probably could have done it also with padding, but this way I like it so that if, as a user, if I want to like just manipulate that a little bit more, I can. There's a little bit of control. And that way there's breathing room for when it hits the top of the window. And over here, I didn't use the media and text I could have. I like the way this gives you just a little bit more control using the columns. You could have also done the same with the row block as well. So there's a couple different ways to do similar bits, and just kind of find whatever works best for you and move forward with that. And down here, use the query loop block. And inside of each query loop, there is a post template. So when I make changes to this one, see, I'll move this, all of the featured images move over here. So it kind of gives you a templated post that you can edit here use stacks and rows to kind of organize those. The row block, the stack block, and the new grid block are essentially the foundational elements of building pages. And so I kind of use those pretty much exclusively to structure out my page. Same bit with the cover block. I just put the spacer in here so that, one, you can adjust it. And if I didn't set the min height, I could set this value here to change the height. And also, I just like having it look more like the front end, so there's no content in there. And down here, this is just a row block that's wrapping these 2 bits here. And that's that.
That's very cool work. Well done. Great stuff.
Thank you.
All that's left to say is they were amazing. Let's give them one final round of applause, because that was awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone, for coming, and we'll see you soon. Thank you. Well done, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you
all for doing it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found that incredible. They were amazing, weren't they? If you did enjoy it, if you can hit the like button, that'd be fantastic, because it does help spread the video around YouTube. And every time you do hit that like button, our cats get a little treat. If you want to see more WordPress speed builds, then I've got a whole bunch coming up. And if you want to see more videos that I'm making, hit that subscribe button and you'll be notified every time I release a new one. Thank you for watching, keep well, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.